Hello, friends. I have returned again. My addiction. Yes, it is, well, it's gotten pretty bad. I mean, if you thought crack rocks were fun, you should get into miniatures. Miniature Market was having a big sale. 70% off. So I decided to grab a few things. These were $3 each. These are your WizKids Wardlings. And what I like about it is you've got two miniatures for $3, painted, ready to go on the table. Which, I guess they're teenagers or something. But, I mean, like I said, $3, can't go wrong for a painted mini. And they don't have to be teenagers, per se. They could just be young adventurers. I mean, at this scale, guys, you've got a little playroom. I always like to say that. So here's a Girl Ranger. Now I've just started playing 5th edition, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not an expert in any way, but I hope Rangers aren't useless still. Alright. That dog's cool. I mean, that's worth the price of admission right there. And there's all kinds of cool little creepy companions. I mean, they're pretty nifty. I like the translucents. We already know that because we watched the translucent video, right? So, yeah, a lot of cool stuff I got here. Most of it's from the Warmahordes Privateer Press stuff. Really specific ideas in mind when I was picking these out because I'm running a campaign about a planet that has a lot of demonic activity on it. So much so that it's in danger of actually being annexed into the abyss. Right now, the party isn't aware, but they've already encountered a major player in the game. And ultimately, they will play a role in deciding the fate of the entire planet, like any good campaign. Alright, so these were $3, $4, and $5 each. Mostly metal minis. Really cool. I don't know if you guys have ever played this game. I haven't. But I envision, like, say, these Scorn, I envision them as hobgoblins. So, when I'm buying these, I'm going to paint them up as hobgoblins. They fit the role for me from what I've seen of them. And, you guys can use them for the actual game. Now, these I envision as drow elves. And they're actually quite good drow elves. Really amazing. I bought in several packs of these. Usually I get them cheaper than I got them at Miniature Market, but these are still, I mean, this one was like $3.99 for a metal drow. That's pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. Here's some cool cats doing some crazy whip stuff. Now, could you imagine hobgoblins with whips? Right? But speaking of whips, it was a theme because there was a pack of the this other game. Here it is. Some game called Dark Age. And I bought these little ladies to be drow priestesses. Because tell me those don't look like drow priestesses. Oh yeah. And like I said, this stuff, normally very expensive, was reasonably priced in the sale. Now, the real steals of the show were sets like this. These are Buzzblade. Oh wait, no, that's the Dark Age. That's not the one. Where's it at? Here it is. I mean, that wasn't bad. That was like $5, or $6. But this, all these knights, they were like $11. And let's see if we can get a close up of these. Are, of course, painted versions, but these are all perfectly fine for fantasy games. So you could have a whole unit of matching guards, city guards. Or you could actually use them for War Machine. I've never played. I hear great things, though. Alright, so this is that Dark Age again. I thought these guys were really cool. We're doing a demonic kind of motif, and hold on, come on, focus, baby, focus. I mean, it doesn't get much more demonic than this. These are some nice demons. I think it was like $8 for this pack, so that's not bad. Here's another look at them. Pretty sweet, I thought. Then, of course, they have Wrath of Kings minis, and I couldn't remember if I had these guys or not, but now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I already had them, or something really similar to them. So I was thinking these could be night hags, night hags. Yeah, they're called night hags. I mean, that's what I envision them as, night hags, which are perfect for what I got planned. And then this guy, I mean, I actually want to pull him out and use him as my half-demon Cambion opponent, like the primary guy the party's going up against in their, struggle for the heart of the world. And by the way, the party is very much disappointing. You know how these player characters can be sometimes. So caught up in their own petty selfishness that they fail to see the larger picture. And I am fair and impartial. I allow them to dig their own holes, but I always give them ways out. I thought this would be a really cool, really neat, kind of a representative of the light, the goodness that's left in the world. Some sort of paladin female who's going to try to steer the party in the right direction. And now whether or not it works, of course, that's just subject to the party and a lot of luck and so many factors. Anyway, you can look these guys up if you want to see what they look like, if you're really interested. But I picked all the ones I thought looked really cool that I could use for something. Oh, these guys, huh? Don't those look like some neat little wretched little demon things? Little, messed up mutants. I like them. And they were 70% off. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see if he's on there. He isn't. Well, again, you can look them up, see what they look like. Like I said, I only picked out the ones that looked really cool. And so if I got them, they look cool. And like I said, they were between $3.50 and $6 each. This set was pretty cool. They're little dudes throwing chemicals around. And I thought that was pretty neat. Alchemists. I always like to have, like a steampunky alchemist sort of thing going on. It still works in high fantasy. A lot of people are like, well, that's not high fantasy. Well, it can be. They're experimenting. So the trick is you got to make it where the stuff they do kind of blows up in their face sometimes. As long as you do that, it's fine. Una Skyhunter. She's some sort of angel-looking thing. Or paladin-looking thing. I can't remember. I think that's her. Yeah. Anyway. So, in the story, I would love to have gotten that dang stone golem there, huh? Yeah. Didn't see that pack. But the story, the key to the story is and then the way they're gonna get to know what's going on is they're going to have an encounter with an Eladrin elf type fae creature who's going to enlist them to help them stop the Cambion from sealing off all the portals to the Feywild. So that's where they start. But there's a lot more going on than just that. And the whole world is ruled by evil. The orcs won. Think of all the battles that ever happened on a standard world and imagine the outcomes going the other way because everybody made dark pacts with demons at precisely the right time and had the right outcomes for evil to flourish, not right in a larger context, because obviously it's out of balance. So this battle group box I thought was a pretty good deal. $17. Okay. When you look at that and you're like, well, that's a lot of money, Josh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not a small amount, but for $17 you're getting 3 large minis and 1 medium. And if you look at these things, they're actually pretty cool. Those 2 big guys in the back that are slightly smaller than the Titan, they're Cyclopses in armor. And if that isn't cool, I don't care who you are. That's cool. And again, they have that whole kind of Eastern motif going on. That's really useful because you can use that with hobgoblins, which is the whole point of why I bought this, because hobgoblins have kind of an Eastern motif. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So, okay, that guy on the left there, he's a cave troll. Okay? In full battle brattle. So his armor class is, oh my god, he hits like a tank. Look at those tusks. You think he can gore somebody? Okay, our Cyclops friends, well, they're more of a support unit, hurling boulders in the background and fully capable of fighting. This guy, he's a melee specialist. So, and this guy, he's kind of the taskmaster, it looks like. So he would be a Reaver. In the old D&D days, I don't know what they call them now. I don't know if there's an equivalent in 5th edition. So he's a Reaver, though. And again, Reavers specialize in subdual combat and tactics. So they're the kind of guy or gal who wants to go capture the creatures alive and sell them, which is horribly evil, but it's also more humane than your average D&D party if you really think about it. Oh, except for the selling them at the end. I am reasonably sure I don't own this, and it's a little more than I usually pay for these guys. I think this was $7, but I mean, that's pretty damn cool. So if you get a chance to get this, I mean, that's pretty cool. Those are cool. You could cut those little, antenna looking things off their helmets. That and put your own. I do a lot of my own modifications on these models. If I don't like something, I just cut it off and replace it with what I want. But if you're not capable of doing that, just omit putting them on. Because a lot of these models, I've assembled some of them. You have to insert those little spikes and crap. If you don't put them on and you just put putty in the hole, you're going to end up with, this. That ain't bad. It's a cool little dude. Or you could take the spikes and cut them, right? Put them in normally and just cut them. And now you got horns. Which is perfect for what, guys? I know. Say it. Demons. That's right. Demons, demons, demons. Which is what we're going for here because, and we already showed this, but this was actually pretty reasonable for the $5 or $6 it cost. Again, pretty demonic, especially old girl there. Never played Dark Age. Don't know what it's about. Hope it's a great game. One more big thing to show you. Oh, I thought this was awesome. Yeah, I had to get this. And this one I remember costing $6. But that's pretty sweet. Some kind of undead. And, yeah. I was thinking you could use it for any number of undead creepy crawlies. Corporal and non-corporal. Depending on how you paint it up. Okay, this set. I got more, you got your little steampunky, but they're iron golems. And this set was, I believe, $15. Might have been 16. 3 good-sized iron golems and a cool female hero. I didn't think that was bad. It's not as, I don't think it's as cool as the other set, but it's still cool. I'm not sad we got her. And that's it, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you have any constructive criticisms, by all means, throw them in the comments. And I hope you find all the miniatures of your dreams while you're awake. And I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you. Bye-bye.